Hey guys, thanks for watching Homesteading on the Side, and tonight for dinner we're going to make chicken Tetrazini. So for this recipe we are going to need a pound of spaghetti, 2 cups or so of chicken. You can see I've got here, this is chicken that I had defrosted for another use and wound up not using it, so I just baked it in the oven just with salt, pepper, and olive oil and took it off the bone. So I'm just going to dice this into little pieces, but this recipe would be really good for like leftover turkey, maybe from Thanksgiving, or a leftover rotisserie chicken, or leftover chicken you have in the fridge. Chicken. I have a block of cheddar cheese, and I'm only going to use half, but I am going to grate it myself. Some white wine, chicken stock. This is my home canned chicken stock, but you can use whatever chicken stock or bouillon that you have or like. I've got some whipping cream and some mushrooms here. If you don't have either one of these, you can just substitute this for a can of the condensed cream and mushroom soup, but I actually don't have a can, so I usually have mushrooms on hand at all times. So I'm going to use heavy cream and mushrooms. A bell pepper, you can use whatever color you like. The green peppers give my husband heartburn, so we like the red. Onion, garlic, and then I've got some Parmesan cheese here, which is about half a cup. Let's get started. Alright, so I've washed all my produce and I got it all diced up. You can see that I just have everything in like little chunks. And I got my pan, a little bit of olive oil, and it is hot. So I'm going to add all my vegetables, my garlic, and some salt and pepper to the pan and get it cooking. My water is just about to a boil. I'm going to add my pasta. And while these are cooking, you can cook them and make them as tender or as crunchy as you prefer. And while these are cooking, I'm going to just dice up my chicken, and I'm going to grate half of this block of cheese. Alright, so I went ahead and just grated the whole block of cheddar cheese. I just couldn't help it. We love cheese, so we got 2 cups here. Noodles are almost done. These are cooked down and they're tender. And I'm going to take the cubed chicken and throw it in. You can shred it if you prefer. I just like to go through it with a knife and chop it just to make sure I don't have any bones in there. Wouldn't want the kids to get one. So I'm going to just stir this just to heat the chicken through. And I'm going to measure out. I need 1.5 cups of heavy cream. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Oh, couldn't do that again if I tried. And I'm going to need, see if I can get this open with one hand. Nope, need 2. Sorry guys. I need 1 cup of chicken stock. I said whatever you have or you want to use, go ahead. And then half a cup of white wine, and you can use just a little extra chicken stock if you prefer. Water, you don't have to use wine, but just use one that you would drink. You don't want to use, cheap, nasty wine. So, and just about half cup, that'll work. So this is good. Everything's in. I'm going to go ahead and add in all the liquid. I think I need a bigger skillet. And get all this stirred together. And I'm going to, my noodles I think are ready. I'm going to pull my noodles, let this warm through real quick, and I'm going to get a baking dish, and I'm going to just butter it so that all this doesn't stick. Be right back. Alright, so the sauce is done. It just kind of thickened a little. I went ahead and added 3 teaspoons of cornstarch and some water because I'm not using the condensed soup and I'm just using heavy cream and mushrooms instead. I did add some cornstarch slurry just to help thicken it when it cooks. So I put it all in a great big bowl. I know normal people don't have a bowl this size. So just cook it like in a bigger pot. That way you can combine everything when it's done. And I'm just going to take the Parmesan cheese and all of the cheddar. And I gotta get it all. I cannot leave stuff in bowls. Okay. Stir this around just to kind of get it combined. And then I'm going to add my noodles. So let me get those. Okay. And these are still hot. They got done just in time. So just mix everything together. Make sure that it's, combined really well. And everything will melt and come together. And then I'm just going to put this in my baking dish, and I'm going to cook it at 375 degrees for about 45 minutes. And I'm going to cover it with foil so the top doesn't burn. So there it is, all nice and thick and melty, and I'm just gonna let this sit so it can thicken, and then it'll be ready to serve. Hope you enjoy. So I'm making my version of the Cheddar Bay biscuits, and I had about half a block left over, so I went ahead and just put it over the top, and I'm going to pop this back in the oven until it melts. So extra cheese is never a bad thing.